Hello, everyone. So, the former governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has spent over 500 million naira paying for parking charges for the aircraft that they left in Germany for repairs. Over 500 million naira. If you recall, when they were on their way to Saudi Arabia, there was a particular event that happened. They went to Saudi Arabia, and then, our aircraft developed problem. I mean, the presidential aircraft developed problem. They had to bring the other one that Shetima normally uses, and that one also had issues. At the end of the day, they had to fly commercial to Saudi Arabia. And then, of course, after the whole meeting, Tinubu disappeared for a very long time. Nobody knew where he was. I think it was over a week or more before finally he showed up again in Nigeria. And, business just continued as usual. Nobody bothered to ask, where have you been? You can't just disappear when you are occupying the office, although you're not supposed to occupy. And so here it says Tinubu, and I'm reading from Sahara Reporters here. It says Tinubu led Nigerian government, illegitimate government, I call it, spent 549 million as parking fee on faulty presidential jet taken to Germany for repairs. We as a nation, we're still paying 30,000 minimum wage. We're saying we cannot pay the minimum wage that the labor the labor union is asking for, but yet we have so much money that we are going to spend on aircraft. What business does Nigeria even have with having presidential jets? We have no business with having presidential jet. We don't have the capacity. We don't have the money to be able to maintain such an expensive thing. And so with prudence should be the key word for Nigeria at this moment, where we are cutting everything, where we're staying on very lean budget, and then every extra money that you can coop up is to put it into investment in things that are going to yield something in the future. Put it into human capital development, ensure that people are getting the requisite kind of education that works with the 21st century, ensure that infrastructure are being built, ensure that you have 24 hours electricity, stable electricity, train people to be able to do a lot of certain jobs, fight insecurity, attract in businesses that would then, be able to grow, and then, of course, bring more money into as we now get more money, then Nigerians can then now be more buoyant. But at this moment, meanwhile, we're saying that, oh, we don't have the money to pay the minimum wage that labor is demanding for. So I continue reading. It says checks by Sahara Reporters revealed that the plane was moved from Zaria to Euro Airport in Germany on March 25th and arrived at 12:59 p.m. after departing with the Nigerian government paying a parking fee of 5,000 euros, 5,000 euros per night. So I'm sure this is not even the one that had first of all gone to, I think it was Netherlands, and then had problem. This is probably another one entirely that has problem. And so how many of these our jets do we have there that are being repaired, that we're paying this humongous amount of money for? Why should Nigeria even have a presidential jet at this moment in our economy? How we are, Nigeria is broke. Not broke because Nigeria doesn't have rich. It's broke because Nigeria has been stolen dry and is still being stolen, dry. He says since it was transported to Germany for repairs, a Boeing business jet, Boeing 737 700 marked 5N FGT, owned by the Nigerian government, has incurred parking charges of at least 549 million naira, Sahara Reporters can report. The amount accounts for the aircraft's parking charges for 68 days at the rate of 5,000 euro per day, and which 5,000 euro they calculated it at 8 million naira at the rate of 1,613 naira to 1 euro. According to Nigerian rates, 1 euro is currently selling for 1,613 naira, 435 kobo. Checks by Sahara reporters revealed that the plane was moved from Zaria to Euro Airport in March or in Germany on March 25th. I always say I don't know why Sahara reporters keep repeating the same thing that they have said before, and arrived at 12:59 p.m. after departing the Nigerian government. They've said that before. This means by Tuesday, June 4, the Tinubu had paid 340,000 euros as parking fee for the aircraft. The amount accounts for the aircraft's parking charges for 68 days at the. Didn't I just read that? Haven't they just said that before? So annoying. This excludes the millions of naira being spent on the repair of the jet. Despite promising to cut with, Tinubu-led government, illegitimate government, by the way, have spent billions of naira on the presidential fleet. And so these billions of naira, if we look at it and begin to cut it, we will be able to pay the amount of money that, Labour are asking for. In April, uh, okay, yeah, this is so they talked about here what I had also mentioned earlier. Said in April, Tinubu was forced to travel to Saudi Arabia on a charter flight for the World Economic Forum in Riyadh from the Netherlands. Yeah, because I remember this and I even did a video on this particular issue. You can check my channel, look it up for that video and other videos you probably have missed. And it's, for those of you who are always watching, thank you. I always forget to appreciate. I'm just like, okay, do it because I'm always in a hurry. Let me finish and go and do. So thank you so much for those of you who are always watching my video. You have it on notification. Thank you to those of you who are subscribed, who comment. And if you've not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. I put out at least 3 videos every day. It's usually 12 noon, 4 p.m., 8 p.m. Sometimes it changes because sometimes you must agree, I'm so busy. I have to now quickly get in, but I make sure that 3 videos a day I put that out. That's my commitment to this channel. So thank you everyone. I really appreciate your encouragement, your good your words, your kind words. You're just watching this channel, and it's not as if I'm just speaking to myself. And thank God there are a lot of people who have said they have learned 1 or 2 things from it, and I've also learned a lot from the comments that are always coming in. I might not be able to reply to all comments, but believe me, I do try to read. I do try to read them. So coming back to Sahara report, they say Tinubu had left Nigeria. Okay, in April, yeah. So in April, Tinubu was forced to travel to Saudi Arabia on a charter flight for the World Economic Forum in Riyadh from the Netherlands. Tinubu had left Nigeria with a Gulfstream Aerospace GVSP G550 with registration number 5NFGW and serial number 5310, mode S, blah blah blah, because that Boeing was undergoing a rehabilitation in Germany. However, the second aircraft he was traveling on developed a fault in Netherlands. I remember that one, and I did a video on that. Then Tinubu had arrived on The Hague on April 23rd from Nigeria for a series of economic and diplomatic engagements at the instance of Prime Minister Mark Rutte. It was reported that Tinubu learned shortly before he was scheduled to depart the Netherlands on Friday that his plane had suffered unspecified problems, one of which an official identified as including an oxygen leak. Tinubu and his delegation left the presidential jet behind and opted for a charter jet company to take them to Saudi Arabia for the forum. The aircraft, a Gulfstream G550 class, was originally dedicated to Shettima. Sahara reporters learned that it was the aircraft also used by former Vice President Yemi Osinbajo and all of that. So while they are wasting all of this money, having a time of their life, enjoying themselves, Nigerian workers are literally dying right now because people cannot afford to buy a tuber of yam. A tuber of yam is going between 3,000 and 5,000, maybe even more. And so because of that, they now have to cut tubers of yam into this thing for people to be able to afford. They've pauperized the people. They keep pauperizing the people. They just want to turn us to slaves in our own country so that we'll get to a place where we are literally like the people of North Korea, if not even worse. Thank you for watching.